Hey everybody. Christmas is always, well, recently I guess, has been more of I don't know, I struggle with the commercial aspect of it. I don't really feel like Christmas as a whole, at least how we celebrate it here in the United States, I guess, doesn't really feel like it embodies the true spirit of Christmas. And you have stories like the Christmas Carol and other things like that that kind of get you back to it, but um it got me thinking that there are certain aspects about Jesus coming to earth that I feel like we really miss out on. And the fact that he came here to serve, he did not have to. He was very comfortable where he was, and he had no need that was missing, no want that was lacking. And yet he gave that up to come down here to serve us. And so I think that's something that we really should try to, as Christians, try to exemplify during especially this Christmas season, is an attitude of servanthood. And he came to show the way. He came to kind of correct us and to set the path of righteousness. And so I think that's another thing that when we're out into these stores and we're out dealing with customers, or when we're out dealing with family members, to really have this attitude of like, I'm here to set an example. Like, this can be a very hectic time for people, and a time where I think our patience gets a little bit less. But I think it's just that much more important that we use this season to show the way for Jesus and to Jesus. And ultimately, he humbled himself, and by coming here, like, this was a very lowly place compared to heaven, and not only just earth, his this sinful, dark place, but then on top of that, he chose this rundown city and this really lowly place to be born, in a manger and in a stable. And so, just this idea that as we serve and as we choose to show people the way, let us not be afraid to go places that we may not normally go. Um, I think Christmas presents is a really good way to celebrate Christmas, and I'm not trying to detract from that. I have a lot of nostalgic memories of waking up on Christmas morning and opening all these presents. But if you really kind of get down to the nitty gritty of it, it's weird, uh, at least to me, that we give presents to each other to celebrate the wise men giving presents to Jesus, or Jesus coming down as a gift for us. Like, we give each other presents. And so, what I kind of want to encourage and challenge, and I'd love to know your thoughts on this, is instead of giving presents to each other, that we actually use our spiritual gifts that God has given us and give them back to God, give them back to Jesus in forms, in the ways that Jesus gave to us, by serving. By serving people that you may not normally want to serve or choose to serve, or it's a pleasure to serve, but to go out of our way and to humble ourselves and to count others as better than ourselves, and to go into places um, that you would normally shy away from. Because to me, that's what Christ did when he came. He did these things, and then we're called to do these things. But especially in this Christmas season, I think it's very easy for us to get caught up in the presents and the dinners and the family traditions and things like that. But um, one thing, I just want to throw it out there, see what your thoughts are, maybe suggestions on how to do this, to kind of back away from the nostalgic aspect of it, not to get rid of it completely, but to back away from it and pursue more of what Christmas really embodies, the whole Jesus coming to this earth. Um, there's a verse that kind of came to mind, and it's pretty well known, I guess, if you grew up in the Christian culture, but it's Philippians 2. And Paul is telling his listeners, his audience, have this mind among yourselves, which is yours in Christ Jesus, who, though he was in the form of God, did not count equality with God something to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men. And when you kind of put that in context, and it goes on to talk about how he he humbled himself to the point of death, death on a cross, and God raised him up, and for the glory, so that all people would know who Jesus is. And so I kind of want to take that and use that this Christmas season. So let me know what your thoughts are. Please add your view, your thoughts, and I'd love for this to be a discussion, and we'll maybe carry this out throughout the Christmas season. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and feel free to share it if you'd like, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.